Hello! So, I am in the same location exactly in the same shirt as the last video, and that is because, yes, it is the exact same day, and I just felt like recording these back to back. So, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, and I'm happy to have you here. So, for this video, we're going to open a wound a little bit. A wound of mine, and yeah, I want to do this because there's so much stigma everywhere, but especially in the church, with having something wrong with your brain. Now, I'm using that term loosely because I want to, and it's not really a technical term. And yeah, anyways, so the point of this video is to talk about seasonal affective disorder, or SAD for the abbreviation, and I have it. And yeah, so if you don't know what seasonal affective disorder is, basically when the sun starts to set earlier, at least in my case, some people it happens in the summertime, but for me it's when the sun sets earlier. What is it called? Oh my gosh, I am blanking on the chemical in your brain that makes you happy. Oh my gosh, you guys. Endorphins. Sorry. So, is that what it's called? No, it's not. Okay, serotonin. Sorry. The chemical in your brain, serotonin, is responsible for a lot of things, and one of which is waking you up and also kind of giving you energy and a boost and making you feel happy. And it is impacted by the sun, and God is so smart in how he designed us. So, you know, our eyes see the sun, and then they tell the brain that, hey, it's daytime, we need to make serotonin. And then when the sun starts to set, our eyes see it and tell our brain, hey, it's time to make melatonin, which is responsible for helping you fall asleep. And yes, that was science class, kids. You can see why I'm not a scientist. So anyways, sometimes you can have a chemical imbalance in which your brain isn't making enough serotonin. That's how I understand it. I may be wrong, but basically I get low on serotonin when it is fall and winter time, and it kind of sucks. If you have SAD, then you literally get sad. Actually, you're more depressed than sad, and it can become very bad for some people. And honestly, I was that person for a long time. And right around the fall, right when fall would, come into being, I would just out of nowhere start crying really hard, and I would just feel hopeless. And if you've ever gone through depression, then you know what that feels like, and that's how I felt. And I tried a bunch of different things. I tried the lights, I tried some vitamins and praying and believing and everything, and it didn't really help. I didn't get relief until I went to my doctor, and my doctor gave me medicine. Now, please don't judge me for that. As I said, I'm kind of bearing a wound here, and I know if you are on any sort of medicine for your brain, people will look at you differently. If you heard that, that is my dog. But yeah, if you're on anything for your brain. People will look at you differently and they'll either assume you're a total wacko or I don't know. Just what's wrong with you? It's not as obvious as like high blood pressure or breaking a leg, right? Those sort of things we don't argue with people about. We don't make people just try and get over it. You help them, you give medicine, you treat them, and it's the same thing with your brain. I want to say that I am a Christian and I still suffer with sadness. I still suffer with sadness not related to the state of the world and people, but that I still go through something physically. Why I haven't been healed from it, I don't know. There are a lot of things we could sit and just ask God all day long, why this, but it doesn't necessarily mean he'll change it, and it certainly doesn't always mean we'll understand it. All I know is that I trust him, and that even though I still go through a time of being more lethargic and not as perky and peppy as I can be, that he's still God and he's still good and he's still on the throne. And in him I have a promise that one day I will be made completely new. The world will be made completely new. In fact, there will never ever be nighttime again, so there will never be daylight savings again. And yeah, just sometimes thinking about eternity can be such a great comfort. And I don't know if you all ever do that, but if you're going through something in your life, no matter if it's physical or relationship or personal or work or school or, whatever it is, maybe just meditate on the fact that right here, right now, is temporary. We're passing through. We really are. And that we are blessed and fortunate because we're not going to suffer forever. We're not going to go through anything bad forever. And that just a little bit longer, come rapture or death, we'll be in paradise, where nothing bad from this world can ever reach us again. So, a verse that helps me when I'm feeling sad because of S.A.D is Nehemiah 8:10. The joy of the Lord is my strength. And that helps me because I know that some of my joy is surface level. It is, flesh emotions, we'll call it that. And it is dependent upon circumstances. But deep down, I have a greater joy. And it's very helpful because when your emotions, your flesh emotions, that are dependent upon circumstances, are reacting to the circumstances around them, I find peace and joy knowing, I guess I should say hope really, hope knowing that I have a greater joy and a deeper joy and an everlasting joy because my God is in me and my God is for me. And one day, all of the SAD and all of the seasonal affective disorder will be gone. So, in closing, I would like to say to you all watching out there, don't be ashamed of being sad. Don't be ashamed if you have seasonal affective disorder, if you have depression, if you have anxiety, whatever it is. Don't be ashamed of that. Don't feel like you're not a good enough Christian, or your faith isn't strong enough, or that you're doing something wrong because you still suffer from it. Don't be like me and believe that lie. God knows that there's stuff that's going to happen to us here that sucks. And some way or another, He will work it for our good, because He promises in His word that He works all things together for good for those who love Him. And that's me, and I'm pretty sure that's you. So, if you need help, obviously run to Jesus, but also run to someone here who can help you. Run to a counselor, run to a doctor, run to a friend, because the Lord gave us those people to help us too. Thank you guys for watching, and I pray that no matter what you're feeling on the surface level, on the flesh level, that you have this deep-rooted joy that is found in the strength of the Lord. Thank you for watching. Bye.